Okay, next, this is part 4. We're going to look at the total wheel rotations. That is how many times should the wheel turn if it goes all the way around. To find that number, we're going to use the length of the track. So we're going to come up to A, track length, right click, and we're going to copy that as a new driver. We're going to come down to total wheel rotations, which is E, right click, paste driver. Now, to find how many times it should turn, we're going to use the circumference. The circumference is the distance all the way around the circle. So if we could cut this wheel and make a straight line, we're going to see how many times that would fit all the way around the track. So let's go to D, wheel circumference. We're going to right click and we're going to copy data path. Okay. Now that you've copied that, let's go to E, total wheel rotations, right click, edit driver. First, change average value to scripted expression. To make this a little easier, we're going to change this to A divide by, which is the little sign above 8 on the number pad. And hang on just a second, divide by D. So let's go back to this, edit driver, A divide by D. And I'm using capital. If you use lowercase, it doesn't matter, but you have to be consistent. So A divided by D. Let's look down, and here at the bottom we have the information related to A track length. For this to work, we're going to change this to just the letter A. Now we need to add our circumference. So we're going to add input variable. Click that button, and you'll see that we have a second thing right here. We're going to change this to D, and that represents the D, which is the wheel circumference. We're going to pick the object that we're getting data from. So if you click on this list and type in empty, that would be our empty cube. You'll notice we have red, and that's Blender's way of saying that it needs some information. And this is the data path we just copied. So if we hover over this and hit Control V, it will paste the data we want from the empty circuit or the empty object. So now it's taking the length of the track, which is A, dividing that by the circumference, which is how long the outside of the wheel is. And that tells us that this wheel should go spin 597.02 times to go from start to finish. Okay, in the next video, we will set up F, which is the wheel rotation in radians.